Hello, YouTube. This is Nova Crusader 727. To those who know me personally, my name is Tony. I am finally starting to do Let's Plays or something like it. I don't know. I just woke up today and I was like, you know what? Let's just record my game that I was planning on doing, playing as the Sophons. Anyways, if you don't know anything about this game, look up a review for it. There's a really good review on it. You probably know what it is. It's Endless Space 2, first and foremost. And I am playing with the mod Enhance Space 2, not the ESG mod. Everyone likes to play on the ESG mod. I'm not exactly a big fan. Then again, I haven't tried it out that much. I'm playing with Enhanced Space 2 because that's my mod of choice. Yeah, so if you haven't tried it out, you should probably try it out yourself. See what you like. And I'm also playing with the Vaulters, Supremacy, Penumbra DLCs on. Awakening is off, even though the mod makes adjustments to more controversial parts of that mod, this expansion pack. I just don't like to take the chance. Also, in terms of add-ons, I'm playing with pretty much everything on except for the Dark Matter and Serbju Shmir, the Pug hero, on. Everything is on. Updates, I mean, can't really do anything here, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're gonna play as the Sophons. I've never actually played as the Sophons myself, but I've always played with Sophons in hand. And this is really just gonna be a learning game, if anything. I'm not in the mood to throw myself directly into the fire. Alright, so with the let's see here, yeah, that seems like a good lineup. For AI, 6 competitors, normal speed, normal difficulty, normal pirates. If I feel like it, I'll come back and I'll put it on the actual, like, my actual favorite difficulty settings, like endless speed, endless difficulty, endless pirates, and on, I think, hard or serious is what I usually play on. I don't really like playing with endless, because if you don't know about how this game's difficulty works, it doesn't make the AI unlock any like limiters or tactics or whatever they program to use. It just gives them basically a cheat modifier, just gives them extra fidzy, just to make sure they do stuff faster. But yeah, I'm going to play with the Supremacy Victory, the Science Victory, which I didn't have on before I started this recording, and the Wonder Victory on. I don't like the Score Victory because, you know, last turn of the game, highest score. I feel like that's somewhat arbitrary. Like, okay, I guess you did all your quests faster than everybody else. Nobody could have possibly stopped you to do that. Conquest Victory is also just a little, meh in me. It feels boring. And the Academy Victory, oh my gosh. It's just, like, I could be going for the Science Victory. If I'm in the lead, and then I just, bam, I do it. I win. Oops. So I keep these 3 victories off. Maybe if I start playing as the Unfallen, I'll turn this on because that's what they're good at. Yeah, Supremacy Victory, Science Victory, and Wonder Victory. These are the victories that require like the most active participation in the game, right? And the ones that can actually be thwarted by other players. Science Victory is kind of more subtle, because it's just about taking other players' systems and reducing their overall science output. stuff like that. You could also have somebody hack you and steal your tech and try to beat you in the race that way. Like to keep the super weapons on. Minor civilization difficulty, just normal. I don't really feel like putting them on hard or anything like that. It's not all. It's like they will add noticeable difficulty to the gameplay. They don't try to take over other systems. They just have bigger fleets, so it's not even a huge deal. Minor civilization quantity, lots of them. Love them. Got the animation speed on 4 times. We got the Academy quest on. We got random events on, because I love them. And yeah, everything you can see here. In terms of galaxy generation, I am going for pretty much these are, I think these are the standard settings, more or less. Oh no, node connectivity and galaxy density, definitely on high. Like the idea of all the extra choke points and extra star lanes and stuff like that. Extra stars, just anything to do it. Star-based planet order, pretty much. Spawn method is standard. Home system quality, normal. We don't want to, you know, go for chaotic. That could mean that, you know, your home system is like either way too good or just terrible. Anomaly frequency is high. Curiosity frequency is high, and special event frequency is high, because those are game changers. We also have resource generation on extremely high, and resource abundance on high as well. Mediums for 6 players. Yeah. You know, actually, I'm gonna go for large, because I've always liked playing with one size up than the actual number of players that are in. But this is gonna be relatively peaceful. I'm hoping that, you know, that what will most likely happen is we'll go to war with whoever's near me, right? But as the Sophons, we're gonna try and actually avoid that. Or if we do it, we're gonna go and just we're gonna try and work it out, basically. Anyways, let's get into it. By the way, this is going to be pretty much just a raw gameplay capture with my mic on. I don't have access to any editing software right now, and or rendering or anything like that. So I'm just going off of my just NVIDIA Shadowplay, pretty much. And my crappy little headset mic. Well, it's not crappy. It should be okay.
They have always been first, the Sophons. First to split atoms, mine asteroids, and capture the energy of the sun. First, too, to crash their test rockets, trigger artificial earthquakes, and accidentally blow up their moon. Their great power has given them great irresponsibility. But through it, now, they're the first to create perfection. Me.
Masters of science. They have crammed the cold, rocky homeworld of Hekim with glittering metropolises and great works of engineering that proclaim their genius. As the newest member of the Triumvirate, you face a future full of risks and challenges. But hey, that's where the fun is. More great discoveries await you in the inky depths of space.
Quite so. Anyways, yeah, we're in the game now. Ooh! we got a decent starting system, I'm not even gonna lie. We got an Alpine over here. Terran! That's always great. With loads of Super Spuds and Transvine. That's not gonna be half bad. Alright, well, let's just get straight into it. Opening strategy, I mean, we're gonna obviously start scouting, but, well, as I've never played the Sophons before, I have definitely played Enhanced Space before. Now, one of the biggest differences between Enhanced Space and the other mods is that, number one, the tech tree is way different, and there's loads of new nodes that you probably haven't seen before if you play the vanilla game, or maybe ESG, I'm not too sure. And I honestly just love it so much more. It's so much more in depth. There's a lot more strategy when it comes to going for tech. And things are just, they just make more sense this way. For instance, Empire development. If you play the base game a lot, you'll notice there's no food improvements. Where are the food improvements? They're down here in the science and exploration tree. And personally, I think that makes a hell of a lot more sense. If I believe so, there's, like, in the base game, science and food are, like, some food improvements are down here, and then the other half are up here. No, this is all about happiness, your happiness improvements, your influence improvements, and let's see here. And your behemoths, of course, in terms of, like, structures, laws, whatever. And then here is for your ships, and mainly for those really niche ship support modules. You also notice here that, well, yes, we have, antimatter lock-on, strike multiplier, and squadron shifter. If I remember correctly, those are actually down here as well, which is just so weird. But they also have new modules like, hey, advanced squadron shifter. This is like a module that's it's the same module as squadron shifter over here, but it takes Orcalchix instead, and Quadronix as well. It gives like a whole new tier of endgame ship modules, basically. And also adjusts the effectiveness of all of these. And also, hey, can you look at this? You don't ever have to choose between going for titanium or hyperium or antimatter and adamantium or Orcalchix or Quadronix for your weapons. It's honestly great. The only time when you ever have to choose for a tech is going for the behemoths, like the specializations for the behemoths, and of course for your endgame dust or science conversion improvements. That's it. Otherwise, the tech tree is completely under your control. So you're never completely locked out of one or the other unless you're going for like the real endgame shit. Alright. Also, you'll notice that there are deeds on every single tier of the tech tree, giving rewards for players, you know, that go for them throughout the game. It's so much better than having these weird like dead zones in the tech tree where nothing really happens during the game. Nobody's like working towards any kind of mid-game goal. Also, you'll notice that instead of like baryonic shielding, right, it doesn't have the wormhole or free movement tech. That's just unlocked in the tier unlock. That's just there, all right? That's just right there. Same thing with the warp drive. All you gotta do, if you want to see and go through wormholes, or I don't even know if you have to see wormholes, you can just see them already. Yeah, it's just, yeah, if I remember correctly, you don't even have to have this unlocked. This is just for the use of wormholes. wormholes. No, this is for free movement. This is for wormholes. Got it. All right. So yeah, there's like a whole list of changes. I'll get to a few of my other favorites in the meantime. We have a minor faction that's right there, and I am eager to meet them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the detector. Right, you have a pretty cool little thing going on here, but I'm going to give you a laser. Apply that for you. Incubator, colony ship. I'm just going to give you an extra engine. Retrofit. Spend that early dust on retrofits. Why not? Political parties. Oh, right. New laws as well. Species stability isn't about eugenics anymore. It just gives you dust on populations, which is pretty cool. See, they changed up the religious laws to be more about heroes and pretty much dust. Also, this is just the admit and improved one is just fucking amazing. Personally, I love this one a lot. But I'm not planning to go for a scientist religious faction like they start me out with. I mean, it'd be cool, it'd be neat, but I don't think we're gonna go for it. I like to do this if I'm playing the Vodiani for sure, but scientists, we're definitely gonna go for that. Alright, so Eyes of the Stars. This is a great little law if you like using your scouts. Just bigger probes do stuff better, basically. And then our next law, I'm not gonna go for a next law right now. I don't want to go too hard in the paint for the influence requirement. We got ourselves this little guy right here. We're gonna assign him to our home system because he is a counselor, not a seeker. So I'm not gonna have him go scouting for nothing. Also, this should pretty much cover all the basics when it comes to like what does enhanced space 2 do to change shit, right? The skill tree for heroes is an actual tree, and you'll need to go for you need to put experience points in previous skills in order to unlock the next one. And if you're looking for the end, like the final tier, for like the race tree and the universal tree up here, but for the but not for the class tree, counselor, seeker, guardian, whatever. Those ones have pretty much a separation there. I believe so. But the race tree is probably the most powerful because you'll have all of this going on. So personally, I think I'm gonna put this guy in a fleet eventually, but not right now. We need the extra science per population. It's not a whole lot because we only got 3, but it's more than nothing. Speaking of science, let's actually pick some research. All right, so we have a Terran planet that's going to help with overpopulation, a decent amount, but we're going to go ahead and get the Savannah tech, whatever that goes for. Where we're going for there. Savannah's, nope, that's arid, Arctic, Savannah. There we go. Oh, convenient. It's for Hyperium engines and stuff. After that, we're going to go for Astrofinance. And I'm just going to take it slow, pretty much. I'm not going to go too hard in the paint when it comes to picking all of our research early on, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, let's finally move our ships. Alright, so, who is this? Haroshims! Nice! That's a really nice, way to start off. Don't have the influence to do first contact, but we'll meet them. We'll definitely meet them. Another thing that Enhanced Space 2, we'll probably see them in the next turn. But they do a lot of cool stuff when it comes to the their, what am I trying to say? Goodness gracious. Minor factions. The dynamics for the minor factions are very it's so different. Goathouse, that's a 5-planet system. What do we got? Ash, desert, arid, and snow. Not bad, not great, not terrible. Let's see what we got here. Hostile fauna, that's not bad. It's not awful. We just avoid that planet for as much as we can. Multiple moons. Comolite volcano on an ash. That's great actually. And we got a life form over here. I'm going to hold off on doing any curiosity searching for now. Got more things involved. For now, we're gonna go ahead and have our little incubators sit pretty, just in case we want to start our colony super early. Hacking operation, that's right. Alright, let's go ahead and hack these guys. Now, I know for a fact that if I'm playing as, like, the Vodiani, right, I'd be hacking just to gain approval rating, because there's no way I'm going to be doing that, like, naturally. You think I'm going to be giving gifts and doing quests for factions if I'm playing as the Vodiani? No. No. I'll just subvert your entire network and make you like me that way. Oh, we got a 3-planet colonizable. Jungle, steppes, alpine, arctic. It's alright. Just curiosity here. Proportion of seasons. Pretty good. And subterranean. Once again, holding off. Alright. We got a little neutron star over here. Alright, but here we are at Hiroshima. The Hiroshims, right? Yeah, their system's not great. But what you should have noticed is that, hey, I just got fucking 25 influence and I'm about to get another 25 per turn. Alright, ignore that because that's just how the mod does its little changes. But temperate civilizations will just sort of love anyone who shows up, like, who just shows up, right? They'd be like, hey, welcome, you're so cool. Oh, you're an actual player faction? Oh, you're so cool, we love you. Pragmatist will be like, I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to try, so we're cool with you, right? But I'm not like looking to make relations like the temperates over there, and they won't actually have this thing. Basically, when you make first contact, temperates will give you an instant 25 boost to their relations, allowing you to absorb them a lot more easier because, well, being temperate, they kind of like people, right? Space dietitians. That's gonna be pretty neat. Pacifist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be going for scientist pacifist if I'm gonna be honest. Scientist pacifist and something else because we're obviously. And then warmonger minor civilizations. They actively start hating on you, dude. They do not like dealing with other civilizations at all. Oh yeah, you. I think I'm gonna be picking with Leo next. Not too sure. Let's just have you sleep it off. Right, and this is the really cool thing. Minor civilizations, based on their faction trait, will actually lose reputation over time. See, as you can see, they're already cordial with me because I met them in the last turn, and that 25 bonus stopped because that's how they do it. So they're already giving me some dust, manpower, and some science production, pretty much. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pragmatists will have like a -1 on their relation thing every single turn, but of course it's going to be more like, oh my god, we got Galvrins too? Yo! I wonder if we're in the Academy cluster. We're seeing a lot. We're seeing a hell of a lot of minor civilizations here, if it's possible. It's definitely possible. So yeah, they'll actively like try and stop building relationships if you're depending on how much of a dick they are, pretty much. Once again, I'm just gonna have you sleep for now until I find a decent system for you. A better system than what we have on offer. Leo's my next best choice, but yeah. And the Calagros? Okay, there you go. Pragmatists. You notice that they have a -1 on their relationship points, because if you don't actively, keep pumping praise into them or doing stuff to assimilate them, they're just not gonna like you that much. Being in flock, that's pretty good. That'd be way better if I was what am I trying to say? The Vodiani. Alright, 3-pronged path. Oh, this is serious. Okay. Savannah, Hyperium abundant, subterranean as well. Life form, colonizable. Okay, everything here is colonizable, which is neat. But I don't know, it's gonna be pretty far away. I mean, we kind of want to lock down a choke point before, do anything like that. I kind of want to go back, figure out what's going on over here first, instead of going out into the light blue yonder. Sweet, we already did it. We can go ahead and improve image or uncover secrets. I think we're gonna go improve image. And start it up again. Solo quest started. Chapter 1. What a good idea! Alright. So, nice big stretch. I'm not much of a voice actor, and my mouth is starting to run a little dry right now, but I love narrating these things. I think it's a huge missed opportunity to have some type of narration toggle for this. I know that would have inflated this game's size by a huge amount just by having so much audio data in here, but trust me, reading these stories are pretty cool. So, running an empire is a large, complex, time-consuming operation. This has been an inconvenient truth since the dawn of the Sophonity. One of the few drawbacks to living in a civilization as cosmopolitan, prosperous, and brilliant as ours, one always finds oneself straining for the next yawn-inducing thing. People to meet, things to do, star systems to conquer. It's enough to make one hang up one's hoverboard. One solution to this problem, by Anhar Needham, the proctor of future research at Rohab University. Why not get some of the stupider peoples to do it? Surely, there is a sub-Sophon somewhere who actually enjoys this endless drudgery. But the extensive and immediate ridicule she received was sufficient to change her tune. Why not? She then proposed, equitably, just get an AI to do it. The genius of this idea could not be understated. The movement gained immediate traction in the High Caucasus, budgets were allocated, the finest minds assigned to the project, and in a matter of months, the enhanced neuroflexible entity research ENFER project was launched. Now, just a few short years later, we are ready for the final touches. Tighten the bolts and raise up your receptacles, Sophons. With ENFER, finally, a golden age is upon us. No. So if anything, if I can gather anything from what I've seen Sophons going through, I can gather that ENFER doesn't exactly have their best interest in mind. That being said, I've never actually played through the quest, so I have no idea how this quest line's gonna go. So personally, I think I'm gonna go for militarized because the use and lose ships ship cost thing is pretty neato. We're gonna want to be able to defend our systems from any of the other warmongery factions like the Riftborn, Horatio, or a United Empire. If it comes down to it. And the Lumeris too. Inspire is okay. It's just an extra movement module with some vision. And Socialize is, well, actually, now that I think about it, I think I might be going for Socialize. Raise your relationship with a minor civilization to 90 or higher. That's not, like, hard to do, now that I think about it. So, Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I do want to kind of have a pacifist a boost in the pacifists. If I do this. Oh yeah, let's read these. Let's go for militarize. A strong military is the backbone of any enduring civilization, especially when you can sit back and trust someone else to handle it. Teach Enver, a newly constructed AI, how the Sophons pick fights. Science, the lifeblood of Sophon society, the unquenchable foundation of curiosity. It's about time we automated it. Teach Enver, a newly constructed AI, the basics of scientific exploration. I would do this, but it's just so meh for the reward. And then, Socialize. Sometimes the lesser races get offended so easily, but with Enver's infallible linguistic AI, the stresses of interspecies friendship will be a thing of the past. Teach Enver, a newly constructed AI, how to talk to strangers. Yeah, I think we're probably going to go for this. Bribe and praise actions on minor factions. It's just going to be so much easier to assimilate these guys if we try this. So this is now going to be, well, it's not yet, but when we get these guys under our control. And what's the mines over matter? Plus 40 science per strategic deposit? Awesome. Very awesome. Very awesome. Very cool and good. Kraz. It's like a meaty system. Desert, steppes, barren, ice gas. Ooh. As a Sophons, that makes me incredibly excited. Steppes, not so much though. Alright. Next turn. Oh, get some research going. Let's see here. Off-world agribusiness, maybe? So we can actually meet and talk to the other systems if we want to. And get some stuff going. What is this? First person, 250 dust in a single star system, and 3 unique star. 3 unique improvements. What about you? First explore the galaxy. 50% of the galaxy. Search 10 curiosities. Well, I'm probably not going to be getting that. As much as I'd like to get that science boost, I'm probably not gonna. It's probably not my thing. We kind of don't want to be left in the lurch when it comes to the military, though. Okay, only 25% boost there. Well, we won't bother with it since we're not really using titanium for much. Oh, but we kind of need it for interplanetary transport network. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright. Alright, that's a dead end over here. Actually, no. You can go back on your grand adventure. And you will go and search what is over there. Lures! A single alpine. Alright. Alright, with a subterranean curiosity. Alright, we're not going to touch that at all. I think I'm going to go ahead and start up my first colony now. Gonos, while it feels superior when it comes to building ships, especially for the industry around here, and the dust. Oh, the dust. I think I'm going to pass on it because of that mixed thing over there. Although at the same time, it's not a bad idea. Okay, this one's got 6 food as a base output, and not you. You have 5 food, but an extra food per population, so you're going to be growing a little bit faster. But dust. This has the dust nebula. Oh, yeah, we're going for this one. Never mind. Oh, yeah, we're going for this one. This one, I won't have to worry about dust being an issue. Asteroid belt over there. Or field, or whatever. Let's go up here. Go up here, further up on the ring. We also spawned in a nice little corner. Nobody's here. Nobody's directly like super close to us, which is always nice. Alright. Let's get it. Nice. Alright, so I really want to save my dust despite all this, so and I really think like it's super close. There's no way I am going to like have issue building up that colony with just regular food shipments, basically. We got our first wormhole. Tempted to go for it. We also got some blue cap mold, but I'm starting to. But when you start seeing new luxury deposits over here, right? That means you're getting close to another starting situation, another starting area.
The Empire welcomes all who embrace its ideals.
Wide man, literally and figuratively. Well, I was kind of hoping that he'd be my friend, so who knows? He could be a cool guy. He could, maybe. But I want Kraz, and I know he's probably not gonna like that because he's got a colony right here. And I don't even have a colonizer for it right now. Alright, let's see what we got here. Dust becomes a pretty tight situation. So let's go for it. Person means. Early game, at least. If you like expanding.
You're a sly one, aren't you?
Build a strong friendship. I certainly hope so. Welcoming. I wonder.
Welcome. The Empire always has time for its friends.
You see, here's the thing. I've never actually played with this guy as an AI. Like, I've never really played with him on, like, a really serious, in, like, any kind of serious setting, right? So, just wondering. What do you like about map sharing? You don't like map sharing at all, do you? He has nothing to suggest. Alright. Fair enough. I always found it so curious about the AI using the Sophon, like, starter hero on these scout ships. I'm just like, why? He's a counselor. There's no reason. Ooh, hello. We got ourselves a dust nebula. Solar nebula over here. We call them dust nebulas. Xenotourism. Let's go for a specialization. And get you guys colonized over here. Get you some evolve soils. Build up that food. Supermarkets. Hack successful. Another a little improved image in the Hero Sims. That's why I don't have to spend. I don't have to use influence at all to increase my relationship with them. Go for it again. Just keep doing it. Those early modules. Wow! I found his home system already. Okay, then he's definitely not gonna like me going for Kraz. Alrighty. Why would you put Dimitri in a fleet? Oh man. Why would you put Dimitri in a fleet? He is so good on the system. If you ever heard me talk about the AI when it comes to this game, man, you already know. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this recording session, just for now. I'll probably start up a new recording session. I just don't want to go too long for this video right now. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next part.